She makes like video content of old games, like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got to feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
I can't speak. Virtual Boy defeats DSP. I'm going to address you directly, and I'm going to address the Kick audience, okay? So last night, what happened was completely unacceptable behavior. What do I mean by that? I mean, last night, I was trying to play Street Fighter 6, okay? And I was already incredibly frustrated because the game is very difficult to play online, okay? It is. It constantly has issues with dropped inputs and the like. The connections are not consistent. If you haven't noticed, I can't get consistently good matches anymore. Like when I used to play this thing online, I used to get 20, 30 milliseconds all the time. Now I get like 60, 70 on average. So the game lags every time I play it. I'm also trying to play with a brand new character I'm not very good with. I'm trying to learn on the fly. So it's a very stressful situation, okay? Last night, the Kick chat took that opportunity to basically try to take advantage of the situation. They knew that I could not moderate while I was playing this game. So they decided to completely spam the chat with absolute garbage, okay? Over-the-top nonsense. Complete hate. Not even like razzing and fun. Just complete and utter uncontrollable vitriol, all right? It was incredibly toxic, and I actually have a few people who behind the scenes contacted me and asked me personally why I even keep Kick chat open after last night. Okay? I'm just being real with all of you, all right? And to be honest with you, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because we've talked about this. Like, I'm totally okay with having Kick running and having Kick chat open as an alternative to YouTube chat, because the way I look at it is this. YouTube side is people who usually have been with me longer. You know, Kick, I've only streamed on Kick for a year and a half, right? We're going on 2 years now almost, but about a year and a half, right? So the people who are on YouTube usually have been around for longer. Usually, they're there for a good, productive reason. The YouTube viewers like the games I'm playing or just like me enough that they want to hang out with me. And so that's a good place where we can have engagement. We can talk. People are usually always talking about the game and stuff in the YouTube chat. And I'm kind of used to that. To be honest, the moderation on YouTube is much better than Kick. It just is. On Kick, there's so many ways around things, right, that we've talked about. People, I mean, I banned people a year ago and they could still contribute with pop-ups and shit. It's really silly how Kick has not really fixed moderation at all, and they just kind of remained uncontrollable, right? On the YouTube side, I absolutely am able to make it a safer environment, a more calm and chill environment for the chatter. Hence, the person who likes me and my content will usually gravitate towards the YouTube side rather than the Kick side, okay? But we kind of had this agreement, and we talked about it, that I'm okay with having Kick and having the Kick chat open. I understand that a lot of you guys are people who came from the Kino Casino side of things. You don't like me, but you're here to razz me and have fun and tease. I don't care about that. All right, I really don't. You can sit there and make fun. But number one, when you get personal and you start saying messed up stuff that has nothing to do with what's going on the stream, that's unacceptable. That's number one. Number two, when you spam the chat so much that literally no one can talk who wants to say something normal or positive, that's also unacceptable. And last night, both of those things were happening. Like literally you had people who were saying the most vile, nonsensical stuff and then were spamming nonstop the chat. So there was no way that anyone could actually get noticed to talk to me on Kick chat last night. Okay? And it was done on purpose. Like I said, it was done because they knew that I was getting tilted and I was crashing out playing Street Fighter 6 with Alex. They saw that the game was kicking my ass. And they, hey, now let's really fucking twist the knife in the wound. Let's piss him off even further. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. I'm just being, again, I'm trying to be honest with you guys. It's not cool. There's a difference, all right, between we're here to make fun. I get that. I can laugh at myself and my shortcomings and, oh, he's an e-beggar and he sucks at Street Fighter and rages and this and that and all that shit. I can roll with that. I can't roll with it when you try to ruin that side of my stream and business by basically acting like a bunch of wild monkeys, which is exactly what happened last night. Okay? It's that serious. Now, the question is, how do you move forward with that, right? Do I turn off the fucking kick stream? Do I close the kick chat and just stream with no chat? Do I have heavy moderation? Like, what do I do? I don't know. But when people literally told me, we cannot enjoy your stream because of that level of behavior, it's not me saying it, it's viewers. Viewers outright contacted me. People who I know and trust from over the years have contacted me and said, that was messed up, man. Like, that's not right that they're doing that. So, what do you want? You know? Here we go. Two idiot sock accounts. Let's get rid of them. See what I mean? Immediately they start with the spam and the sock nonsense. Like, they're not going to have it. Okay? So, what are we going to do about it? I don't know. I'm certainly not happy. You know, how could I be happy about that level of nonsense and behavior? It's just not right. Again, it was malicious. That's the difference. Okay, I'm someone who maybe I don't like this guy, or maybe sometimes I get enjoyment out of him and I like making fun of him, versus this is malicious. Let's try to ruin his stream for him because we're just fucked up. Okay? That's the difference between the two levels of behavior. All right. So, to be honest, yeah, I don't know. I want to think about how I'm going to approach it. What I'm happy about now is that we have a couple of days where things are going to be more laid back. Like today with Dragon Quest, with RimWorld, tomorrow with Pokemon, you know. Oh, and also Retro Rewind, for that matter. Well, more calm streams. I'll be able to check out the chat more, interact with chat more. If it gets out of hand, I can do something about it, as opposed to trying to relying on a moderator to do it, which you can't always do because, you know, my moderators are volunteers. They're not expected to be there at all times. They're not expected to try to keep the chat in order, especially when it was that uncontrollable. Like, I'm not kidding. 90% of people on Kick Chat were spamming nonsense last night, and it just wasn't able to be controlled, even by a moderator. Like, what were you going to do? Shut down the whole stream? I even saw both moderators that were there were trying their best and couldn't, you know, what are they going to do? So, anyway, let's see what happens. All right? No. Bizarre Pronunciation says, let YouTube be the chill place, let Kick be the fun place. That's what I want. You understand? That's what I want. What you did last night wasn't fun. What you did last night was completely uncalled for, completely unacceptable behavior on anyone's chat. Do you get it? Like, no matter where someone's streaming, who they are, that level of behavior is not acceptable. Period. All right? I want the Kick Chat to be fun. If literally all that was being said in the Kick Chat was like, ha, he sucks at Street Fighter, I don't care. But it was nonsense. Like, I couldn't do shout outs because people would try to do some kicks and they would fly off the screen because people were spamming 700 moral support messages that were all disgusting things. Okay? It was all personal insults and shit. It was nothing to do with reality. That's not cool. All right? It's not. And it's funny because now, of course, they're trying to now deflect. Oh, well, what happened on YouTube? We'll talk about that. That's not even a problem. I'm serious. It's not. The problem is if I can't have people who want to be positive and have a good time, then there's no point in me streaming. You understand? Because some people seriously to this day still think, because they're so dumb, that the only thing I care about is income. It's not. It's one factor, but I want my streams to be positive, fun, interactive, and a good time. If you can't do that because idiots came and acted like animals and would not behave like humans, then I don't want to stream anymore. You get it? Like, seriously, I don't. I don't want to make content that's completely uncontrollable just for the sake of making money. That's ludicrous. That's totally the opposite of the way that I'm going. Do you see what I'm saying? That's as I'm getting older, all right, and I'm getting more in line with chill values and better stuff. I don't want anything to do with this. Okay, I don't. you idiots may think that this internet behavior is like, oh, it's all the rage and shit. It's not. I've been there. When I was in my 20s, I used to act like this. My early 20s, I used to troll the Street Fighter community. And now I look back at that time, I'm like, damn, I wasted a lot of time. I was young and I could have been doing so many better things with my life for myself. And I squandered that time sitting on the internet trolling people on forums and shit because I was a fucking loser. That's the kind of person that acts like that, not an intelligent person who has something going for them. If you had something going for you, you wouldn't be trying to ruin someone else's life because yours would be so good you wouldn't want to stop spending time in your own life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Do I regret my rage last night? I regret getting so angry at Street Fighter because I always do. Like, that's the one game that gets my goat because I grew up playing Street Fighter. I know what good competitive fighting games are. I've been there. I used to play in them in tournaments and shit. And what current Street Fighter is not that at all. It's so frustrating trying to play these games. That here's really what kills me about Street Fighter 6. The online connectivity is not good. Doesn't matter what the FGC says it's not, okay? On a moment's notice, the game will start dropping frames of animation, and as it slows down, everything just fucks up, and the game will give random shit that you're not doing or half inputs, okay? I couldn't tell you how many times last night I tried to do level 1 super, and it gave me uppercut plus kick, so it dropped half the inputs. It only did 1 input rather than 2. So it looks like I'm doing one thing I'm definitely not doing. That's on the game, not on me, okay? And the problem with this is, in Street Fighter 6, if you miss 1 input, meaning you do 1 wrong move and you're wide open, literally the game is designed with a crazy comeback mechanic that if you can punish one thing, you can do upwards of 60+% damage in 1 combo. And then the opponent is stuck in the corner, and this mini game begins where the opponent has to guess their way out, and it's chance if they do. So not only did the 1 mistake result in me now being at a massive detriment for the rest of this round, now I'm also stuck in the corner and have to do a mini game to even resume playing a fighting game. That's terrible. All right? That's the opposite of what you want in a good competitive fighting game based on an entire lifetime of experience playing them since I was, 12 when I first played Street Fighter 2 or something like that. I can tell you wholeheartedly, Street Fighter 6's mechanics suck. The people who made it don't understand what makes fighting games good. They just wanted to sell copies and make flashy comeback mechanics so people would buy the game. It's sad. All right? Now, I still play it anyway. Why? Because I love fighting games. Okay? And I want to play fighting games, but the only way that I can actually do so is to play what's out there. I can't play the games that I want because they're not playable. Can I play Fightcade? No. Can't play Fightcade because people will get my IP address and troll me. Okay? Can I play the classic collections? Sure, and no one plays them. Lag City, right? So, the only way I can play fighting games is to play the modern slop, which is really what Street Fighter 6 has become. It's just slop. So it pisses me off. No other game pisses me off like Street Fighter. Why? Because it's disappointing. That's why. Because ultimately, I know that fighting games could have gone in a different and better direction if the people weren't greedy who make them. But because the people are greedy, they've ruined an entire genre of games. And that disappoints me. You know what I mean? Like, it does. It makes me sad to say, wow, I guess we're never going to have good fighting games again if it keeps going in this direction. Never. So, the thing is, when I play fighting games, we get views. We sometimes get support. It depends, right? But we'll get some support. We'll get people excited. Particularly if it's a night when I'm doing well, then you're going to get that level of excitement. You know what I'm saying? Last night was the opposite. It was stressful. The game was not performing well. If you saw, just take a look at the connections that I was getting. And like I said, on average, it would say 4 bars, and I'd play it would be 70 milliseconds. That's not 4 out of 5 bars. That's just not even close. 70 milliseconds is laggy as shit for a fighting game, and it will drop tons of inputs and have problems, and it kept giving me those matches, right? So, do I regret getting angry? What I regret is that it becomes a cascade that just gets worse. Meaning, once you get 1 or 2 bad matches and you lose a match because it literally did not what you input twice or 3 times and now you just can't come back from it. It just becomes a never-ending, tidal wave, right? You know what I'm saying? It just gets bigger and bigger. The rage builds and everything. And now it's like, well, I'm not going to play well now. Obviously, now I'm just going to keep playing worse. But what am I going to do? Cancel the stream? Obviously not. But hundreds of people on said stream. I got to keep going. I got to keep playing. But it's not enjoyable anymore. You know, there was a couple matches last night that were great. There were a few that I actually really enjoyed because it played well. But that does not make up for the fact that like half the time the game is not good. It's dog shit online, you know? And that's the future of fighting games because you have an entire community in the FGC who want to gaslight. They want to gaslight everyone into thinking that that is good gameplay, that is acceptable, that the connections are good, the gameplay engine is good. They're gaslighting everyone because they're so afraid that if people were honest about the game and about the online connectivity and how bad it is, that then no one would play Street Fighter 6. And then, oh no, now Street Fighter's dead. Now what do we do? Our hobby is dead, right? Or even our community, our competitive community is dead. Well, things don't get better if you sugarcoat and you gaslight. Things only get better when you're honest and you demand better. Hence why with Street Fighter V, the game was out for 7+ years, and more than half of that, the game was terrible. It took for the last couple of years for it to finally improve to the point where it was like a good game. That's sad that you wasted 5 years of your community time because you wanted to kiss butt. And Street Fighter 6 is not going to get better. It's not. Not with the way that community acts. It's just going to continue to be bad. Okay? So it is what it is. So do I regret that? The rage, what I regret is that it didn't result in an enjoyable time for viewership who wanted to see me play the game well. Because I couldn't play the game well. When you get that angry, you just can't. You're going to make tons of mistakes. You're going to play incredibly poorly. You're going to drop combos. You're going to drop moves. You're not going to be able to react. And then even when you do, the game still won't give you the input anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know? It just compounds the fact. It's compounded by the fact that the behavior of the people who were in Kick Chat, who were absolutely unacceptably acting like jerks. Okay? Just they knew what they were doing. They saw that I was tilted. They saw that I was crashing out. And they took the knife and they just twisted it in the wound like this, all right, to try to damage. And they did. You know, I couldn't have positivity at all from the Kick side of stuff. It was sad. Excuse me. So anyway, and on the YouTube side of stuff, of course, but what they did is they abused YouTube's algorithm because it's not what I thought. Remember I told you guys I thought that they flagged it for bad language? They didn't. They flagged it for nudity. I'm serious. Trolls mass flagged the stream on the YouTube side saying sexual content. And YouTube's algorithm is so dumb. Its AI is so dumb. It flagged the stream for sexual content because of Zengi. I can't make this up. I wish I was making this up. YouTube runs on AI like everything else now. Okay, it does. And it actually flagged the stream for nudity for when I was fighting a Zangief. Now, could I have gotten that reversed? Sure. I could have just restarted the stream and it would have been monetizable again. Or I could have appealed that decision and some human would have looked at it and would have removed it. This can happen. Okay? But no, it wasn't nudity for the women. I swear to God, it was the Zangief, the one Zangief I fought because he was in the classic outfit. And he basically just wearing underwear. They flagged the stream for nudity, and the AI is so dumb it thought that Zangief was naked, and it demonetized the stream. I wish I could make this up. I'm not making it up, okay? So, anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, last night sucked, okay? Overall, yesterday sucked. Here's why. I love Slay the Spire 2. I think it's a completely unique game, and I've never played a game like that before. I've played it for around 15, 16 hours now, and I love it. I love every minute I play it. I cannot get an audience for it. All right? I've tried everything. I tried to champion it. I tried to tell people how good it was. I talked about it in other videos and other streams. I said, hey, it's good. It's good. I can't get people to come by. We couldn't even hold 200 viewers on YouTube. Okay? We cannot get people to engage with it. Like, there's like 4 or 5 people who talk when I play it. And if they talk about the game, people are like, oh, well, you're holding Phil's hand. Well, what are they supposed to fucking do? Sit here and talk about, golf? You want them to talk about, I don't know, what's going on in Greece or something? Like, it's a game stream. They're going to talk about the game. They're going to try to help me with the game. Like, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people sit here and complain that they're helping me with the game. Well, that was the whole point of the stream. Okay? So I've tried. multiple streams, I cannot consistently get people to show up for Slay the Spire 2, and it sucks because I love it. I want to play it more right now. I'm craving it. I love the game, and I can't. I can't get people to show up, so it's done. Like, I just can't play it anymore. What I would like to do is when the game updates and has more content, which it will, it's going to apparently have 7 more characters over the course of early access. I'd like to go back to it from time to time. Okay. And what I'd like to do is check out the new content, right? But there's not much I can do. I have to have people consistently showing up and supporting it, and they're not. Okay? So that already upset me. Already I was like, excuse me. Already I was like, man, that's very upsetting. It's a game I really like. And this is the textbook example. Okay? This is a textbook example. All right? 100% of a situation where people say things like, you should just play whatever you want, and I can't. I really wish that I could. I wish that I could just play whatever I want at all times, and I can't. It's not possible for me to just play whatever I want. I have to play what people will show up and engage and support. You understand? So it's life. When you're not just doing this for a hobby, but you're doing this as a job, all right, that's life. Fair enough? Okay. So that's one thing that really upset me yesterday. And then on top of that, playing Street Fighter 6, knowing this is like the make or break stream to try to get Alex to master. And you might say, well, why is it a make or break stream? Because now what's happened is Alex has been out for a week in Street Fighter 6. Everyone knows the character in and out because that community literally just fucking sits there tryharding all day. Why? I have no idea. They certainly don't treat it like a hobby. They treat it like it's a full-time job, even though the vast majority of them will never play at a tournament level. They'll never go and win tournaments, be signed by a team, or make $1 playing it. But they all think they will. There's this weird try-hard mentality online now. It's not about fun. It's about immediately absorbing all tech at a moment's notice and regurgitating it, copy-pasting it onto the internet. Well, that's not fun. Because one of the most fun things about fighting games, in my opinion, is that I call it the era of discovery. When a new fighting game comes out, when a DLC releases or a new character is out, a patch is out, what happens is we get a situation where you have to explore. You have to experiment. You have to try new things. Whenever a new fighting game came out in arcades, that was cool. For like 2-3 months, you knew every time you played that game was going to be a refreshing, interesting experience. Because now it's all new characters, the balance, the new combo systems, the new mechanics. It's going to be a while before people figure it all out. Today with modern fighting games, because everything is online and everyone is so desperate to be the first person to expose the tech, to make the video that gets viral views, to get the stream that blows up, to be the first to use something in tournament, within a couple days, everything's already known. The era of discovery is like a couple hours. And the next thing you know, everyone knows everything and everyone just copy pastes. Why? Because it's too easy to execute. Like every combo in this game is simple. It's so easy to do. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be hours and hours of practice and muscle memory and things to execute the good stuff. Now it's like, okay, everyone, here's what you do. Jumping attack, low attack, drive rush, low attack, special move, cancel into super, 60% damage. But anyone could do that combo. Yeah, 60% damage. And now the round's over because they're stuck in the corner. Wow, that's fun. And again, it used to take a while to figure out that tech. Now it's like it's known right away. So the only way I was going to get Alex to master was to do it at an accelerated rate. I tried to do it day one. It didn't work out. I actually made some big headway when I played him for like 90 minutes on Thursday's stream after Crimson Desert. And I was like, this is it. This is the big stream to do it. And then the game doesn't agree. It just will not give me good connections, right? It's just sad. Come on, man. One missed input and the whole round is over every time. It's like, dude, you get tired of it. You don't want to play it anymore. So on top of me not being able to play Slay the Spire anymore because it's not working, I can't get an audience for it. Now the one chance to get this dude to master that I had is gone. All right? And you might say, well, can't you get him to master? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to keep grinding with this character. I have other characters that I like more that I want to go back to. I want to play with Honda and see the new combo ability with his hands and see if he's much better. I want to try Lily and the new spacing with her Condor Spire, double dives, and her standing fierce apparently is good now, which it is shorter range, but it claps. It's like a boom, like a big counter hit, and it can lead to big combos and moves. It's just so much better than it used to be. So these are things I want to practice. I want to mess with. I don't want to keep messing around with Alex. Alex is all right. I don't dislike the character, but the problem is everyone's playing him now. So now everyone's got his number. Everyone knows this character in and out within a week. It's last night playing was so different than day one. Day one, no one knew what was going on. Now it's a week. Oh, everyone knows everything about this character. Can't even use a move. It's stuffed every time. Like, oh my God, seriously. So, yeah, frustrating day yesterday. But that's what I mean. Like, I want to bounce back. Okay, I do. I want to bounce back. And I want to have a good, chill day today. And already we're on track. If you haven't noticed, people are actually behaving today, which is good. I want to say thank you to everyone who is on both sides of the stream here, who are actually being nice and rational and calm and acting normal. I appreciate that. Because, yeah, last night really tilted me, really pissed me off. And I appreciate that very, very much. Okay? Thank you for not being jerks this morning as I talk this out and we calmly discuss it instead of me crashing out again. Okay? Okay. No, see, I've already said that a million times. I don't play Street Fighter 6 enough anymore to be good at it. How was I really good at Street Fighter 6 when it first came out? Because I played it all the time. It was a hot new release, and everyone wanted to see this game tons a week, right? I was playing it 3, 4, 5 streams a week. So I was messing with different characters. I had the tech down. Now I barely play it. 2 hours a week sometimes, 4 hours at most, is not enough to hang in a competitive game in any realm. It doesn't matter if it's an FPS, if it's an MMO, strategy style game like League of Legends, whatever you're playing, fighting game, it doesn't matter. 2 to 4 hours a week is not enough, okay? I would have to be playing this game a lot more, and I can't. I'm playing variety, right? I'm doing a variety of stuff, and when I balance that stuff, I don't have enough time to invest in Street Fighter. If I played Street Fighter more right now, it wouldn't do so well. Just being honest, okay? So anyway, yeah, that's part of the factor here. Sure, if I try-harded Alex all week, he would have been master second day I played him. Seriously, I would have had him master Wednesday of last week, for sure, 100%. But I would have had to play him nonstop for like 2 days, and I would have done it. That's not me. I'm a variety creator now. Not everyone cares about fighting games all the time. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do some shout-outs. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about the schedule change for Friday. Let's talk about this Nintendo news, all right?